Well, good morning. Today you find us in Arrochar, and today's adventure is going to be taking us up the Cobbler. Well, good morning. As I said in the introduction there, we're in Succoth near Arrochar, and today we're heading up Ben Narnain, also known as the Cobbler. Now, probably back in 2018, the last time I was up here with Ryan and Emma to do our first winter climb up over the top of Ben Narnain, down into Bealach between Ben Narnain and Ben Eam, then up onto Ben Eam and then back down to the car. Now, I walked past the Cobbler that day and I always vowed I would come back, so it's taken me a number of years to get back here to finally have a go at this. There are many zigzags take you up into the Glen between the Cobbler and Ben Narnain, and this is what I'm navigating at the minute. There's not a breath of wind today, but we have blue skies above us, and yeah, hopefully this is going to be another fabulous day in the Scottish mountains. Well, I'd half hoped that the temperature was going to feel a bit cooler today than it did on Saturday when I was climbing up the Glen Lion Horseshoe with Ryan. But I'll be honest, it feels even hotter today. I think partly because we had a lot of rain the last few days, which has risen the humidity in the woods here. It's boiling and there's not a breath of wind getting in. And I'm just looking at the top of the trees, there's actually no wind blowing at all. So we're going to have a nice calm day for our walk, but it's going to be another warm one. Anyway, Mrs. Archibald, before I left the house today, has given me something to try out that will hopefully keep me cool as I get up, further up onto the mountain, and I'll let you see that later on. In fact, first stream I find, I'm going to let you see it. Right, not long to go. We've got a few more zigzags, and then we'll hopefully be out of these woods and into a bit of fresher air. Well, I'm just looking at this spot of water down behind me. I could be sorely tempted on the way back down to go for a dunk in there. Yeah, that's the plan for later on. That's going to be a good way to finish off the hike, isn't it? So we're getting fabulous views up now to the Cobbler, and with it being so close to Glasgow in the central belt of Scotland, it's a very popular one. There's been loads of people have come past me as I've been stopping to do a bit of filming. Had a wonderful chat with a pair of twins who work in the Green Welly at Tindrum, who have travelled down by train today to climb up the Cobbler. They're from Barcelona, and if you see the video, hi, it was lovely to chat to you. So yeah, we're going to head up onto the top, and I'm going to see if I'm brave enough today to get myself through that needle and up onto the top. I always worry of doing these things. Am I going to put my back into spasm? But only time will tell. So yeah, we'll make a wee bit more headway up the mountain. This one stands at 894 metres, so it's just shy of a Munro. So it's not insignificant to climb, but I think you'll agree, it's got a very interesting looking summit. Right, let's make a little bit more progress up the hill. So this seems like as good a place as any to try out. This has been given to me by my other half. It's a cooling towel, instantly fresh and stays cool up to 2 hours. Now I've seen these before and I'll be honest, I'll believe it when I see it. I don't know where Mrs. Archibald got this. It's probably been B&M's or the Aldi's middle aisle, you know that middle aisle where you get all that mad stuff, or where else, Home Bargains possibly. So we're going to dunk this in and I'll tell you in 2 hours time whether it's still feeling cool. Well, it's certainly feeling quite cool. Whether it'll still be cool in 2 hours time, only time will tell. But yeah, that's going to be very helpful as we head up. Right, no more messing about. Let's get a little bit further up this mountain. Look at the size of that boulder. That's come down from somewhere up there, up on the steep sides of Ben Narnain. I have to say I'm quite glad that I wasn't down here when they rolled down. That thing's the size of my house. So at this point in your walk, we're at about 525 metres here. This path here takes you along the side of Ben Narnain and up towards Ben Im. We're going to be cutting off to the left here, just below this kind of mountaineering route on the right side of the mountain. And we're going to be following the path. I don't know if you can see those two walkers in front of me. So time to take the left turn and let's start making our way up the last, what will that be? About 400 metres up onto the top of this mountain. So just near the top here, there's this cool wee cave. Wonder how many folk have stopped and had a jobby in there. I can only hazard a guess. I'm not going in there, especially not after what that mountain rescue guy told me on the top of Ben Ledy. So anywhere where you can use as a toilet, people use as a toilet, so yeah, I'm not going in there. Right, getting great views down to Loch Long now. Looks like the tide's coming back in. And we've got about 100 metres to go. We'll be up on the top. Nearly there. And the breeze has started to pick up, so that's quite nice. A couple coming down there said they had to come off the top because the midges were horrendous. So we'll see whether or not there's enough of a breeze I can stop and have lunch, or am I going to have to do what they've done and come down a bit to avoid them. Right, onwards and upwards. Well, that's us made it up onto the top, And we're now getting good views of what they call the needle, which is the hole, I think it's the one at the left, that you have to kind of squeeze yourself through. They call it threading the needle to get actually up onto the rock at the top. Am I brave enough to do it, or is the word stupid enough to do it? I'm going to go and have a look. I'm not brilliant with heights, I'll be honest, but I was watching Alex Horn that does free solo, and he was saying if you don't put yourself in real danger at some times and overcome that fear, then it's hard to sweat the small stuff in your life. Right, I'm going to get something to eat first, let the legs recover a wee bit, then I'm going to take a look at this. In the meantime, here's some drone footage. Well, now that I'm up here, I am trying to pluck up the courage to go through the first eye and along the back. Whether I'm going to thread the needle, I don't think I'm going to go up onto the top. It's awfully steep, and it's one of these ones, one wrong move and no more vlogs from me. So yeah, let's go and have a look through the first one and see how I get on. Right, let's go and have a look at this and see how scary it is actually up close, because sometimes these things look much more frightening from a distance than they do actually from close up. What I don't want to do is fall off, obviously, so we will have to take our time. Now, what's the worst that could happen, eh? As I was saying to the people that are watching, if I do fall off, make some money off the story at the Daily Record. Right, here we go. Well, that's the first bit done. It's actually not too bad once you're on it. Might not be saying that on the way back down. Right. You could probably just climb up on top of here, and that up there is the top, but I'm going to take you through and let you have a look.
Oh, you missed it, we just just went through.
This might be as far as I'm going.
Oh wow, oh, I didn't realize you had gone all the way out there. Oh wow.
I'm going to put the camera down.
Come on.
That's about as far as I go. I think this is far enough. I'll let you see the view down to the side here, and the reason why I'm going no further. It's quite a long way down. I get the feeling if I was to go off there that would be kind of permanent, so I'm going to head back through and back to the relatively safety of the summit of the mountain. I'm not going up. But have I threaded the needle? Yes. Have I gone onto the top? No, not yet. Well, there we go. I have definitely conquered a fear today. I won't lie, I was kind of worrying about coming up this, but having seen a number of people go through it and actually seeing the route up onto the top, I usually suffer really bad vertigo. But actually, once I was up on the top, the actual thought of it was worse than actually being up there. So I have conquered Ben Arthur, the cobbler. I have threaded the needle. I've been up onto the top. Anyway, this has been another fabulous day in the mountains. If you're new to the channel, please consider liking and subscribing. There'll be more videos coming out, obviously. This is my summer holiday and I plan to do an awful lot more. All that remains for me to say is go and create your own adventures, and we'll see you on the next one.